Uh, it's 30 December 2017. Uh, it's Saturday, right? It's Saturday. So in the morning, as I told yesterday, I decided to buy the vehicle that I'm searching for and looking for, and I checked. So I sent a message to the owner of the vehicle, and we had an appointment to meet the meet, and he took it to me at 8 p.m. 7 p.m. between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. So after that, I had to withdraw the cash with the ATM of the ANG, but so I had to go out to do that, and there is a plan to visit the War Memorial Museum in Auckland. So yesterday I was searching for the map and direction. So I decided to go to there using the train. And the destination is Grafton Station or Panner Station. So, but there's a problem. When I came to the train station, there is a sign. The bus transportation replaced to train station. Train transportation until 7th January. So that means I can take the train until 7th January. So the sign said bus transportation replaced the train station. Train transportation. So I had to go to the bus stop. So luckily, fortunately, the public transportation company operate the bus transportation, especially the route the train station used. So I went for the bus to get to the Grafton or Fanner station. So at the first time I used the public bus. So it was I was very nervous, and I'm very worried about the situation. I wouldn't get the right bus stop to take off. So, but in the bus I was hoarding, and I was looking to the Google Map with my mobile. So I could take up the bus the right direction, because the reason why I took up the Grafton train station nearby. There is a ANZ ATM in the Google. So I was searching for. I worked right direction to get the ATM of the ANZ, but actually I had to work in the Newmarket train station. So when I get there, I was embarrassed because I just could take up the bus in your market station, but anyway, in the there's an ANG bank, and in in the there in the bank there is a ATM, so I withdraw the cash 2,000 New Zealand dollars because the big price is 1,800. So after the cash came out from the ATM with just $50, or so it's too many bills to get in my bag, so I have to exchange the bills into the $100 each. So after that, I come out and I went to the War Memorial Museum because someone recommends me to visit there to know the history of the Auckland or New Zealand. So, and there is a very huge museum, like a something like the museum in the Washington. So, and it was a Saturday, so there are so many visitors and residential in Auckland to visit there. So I could heard lots of Korean and also Chinese, also English as well. So I could feel that it's very famous, it's very historical place for the people. So in the ground floor, there is an entrance, and I gonna get the ticket. So when I talk with the staff in front of the entrance, she asked me whether I live or I visit in Auckland, New Zealand. So I said I have a visa in working holiday, so I gonna live for a year. So after she heard that she made me the New Zealand residential, so I didn't have to pay for the entry of the new museum. So fortunately, I just get the ticket without any payment. I just came to the museum, and there is a three floors to look around, and the first ground floor is about the nature, is about the origin, is about the history of the Auckland, like ancestry, oral ancestry tribe, and the origin of the language, origin of the Polynesians. So there is a lot of ancient stuff like a symbolic material, like a what can I say? Like a barrier, or war barrier made by the Maori tribe. Maori tribe. So also, of course, it made me reminds me that it's like a movie called Moana, because Moana is related to the Maui tribe and Maui tradition. So I can feel the the holy, uh, sacred sacred atmosphere in the ground floor, and there is a lot of visitors to take a photo and explain. There is some parents explain the information about the history of New Zealand to their children. But children, as you know, don't care. Don't care. So I got interested in the Maui tribe, Maui history. It looks very unique, very historical. It looks very interesting for me. Yes. And then the second floor is about the nature. It's about the nature. It's like since dinosaur era to contemporary time. So I had interested I have interested in the nature, like a dinosaur, like animals, like a bird. So I could see a lots of animals, a lots of fossil of the dinosaur, because I haven't seen before the New Zealand unique fossil and unique animals like a kiwi and moa. Moa. Boa is a very giant bird without the wing and cannot fly in for its life, because it's bigger than it's much bigger than the ostrich, but it looks the same with the ostrich. So it is the height is almost 3 meters in the bone, in the skeleton. So I could imagine that if there is it's alive, and the moa is alive in New Zealand, it looks very awesome. Yes, it looks like a Jurassic Park. If there is a live moa. So I take a photo in front of the skeleton of the moa. And then there is yes, it's a very huge museum. So there's a lot of accommodation place, like a cafe, um, like a playground for the children to play something with the animal, with the information about the history and something like that. After I moved to go up to the third floor. Third floor is about the history of the war. It really matched the title of the War Memorial Museum. There is about the history of the army of the New Zealand, and what they participated in the past, what they have done so far. So, and of course, I didn't know this until I visited their New Zealand Army um, participated in the Korean War also, and there is a memorial place to accommodate for them. So it's really historical. It's very honored for me as a Korean to see the names who participated in the Korean War, and they give their life for freedom to someone they know, someone like a Korean or North Korean or Chinese. Of course, they haven't. I haven't known. So there is some sentence to accommodate, but actually I could understand 100%. It was very sad. It was very sad for me. But I took the picture, so I gonna ask the meaning of the sentence to someone that I know. After that, there is a World War One and World War Two history of the army in New Zealand. I didn't know that the Japan troops attacked the New Zealand also with the aircraft. So they had a lot of information about Japan's troops and what Japan troops have done in World War One and World War Two. So of course it's an island. New Zealand is just an island, isolated from continent. So there is a powerful navy troops. So there is a lot of submarine. There's a lot of ship. I don't know what it is there. Anyway, so I could see how powerful, how professional, how honored for New Zealand people, of course, Polynesian to visit here. And after, I think that it took the 3 hours to watch around, look around the museum. So the last thing I remember is about the Holocaust. Because the reason why the Holocaust section is in the War Memorial Museum in New Zealand is because the survivor from the Holocaust immigrated into the New Zealand. So there is a Jewish society in the New Zealand, and the Jewish society donated to make the Holocaust section in the museum. So there is a lot of pictures. It was very terrible. It was very tragic. And yes, it was very memorable. memorable for me at last. So after that, I came out to the museum, and I walked through the entrance in front of the entrance of this museum. So I took the picture. The entrance of the museum, it looks very great. It was very gorgeous. So I took the picture, and I made a video, and I uploaded them in Insta later. So it was very clear. It was very clear weather, but it's a little hot. So because I had done what I want to do today, so I decided to go back. But as I told you, the train transportation is unavailable, so I had to use the bus. But it was the first time to take a bus transportation in New Zealand to get to the Grafton station. But I have to find out how can I go back. I think that it took so long time. It takes for a while to find out the direction and which bus I have to take on. So anyway, I took the bus, and it took almost an hour to get the station that I know the direction to my room. So I think it was almost 6:30 p.m. to get here. So as I told you at first, there is appointment to get the vehicle from the vehicle seller at 7 p.m. to between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So I had to wait for them. So waiting for them in front of this house, I played with the black cat for a while. So with the stripe of the plant, because she loved it. So doing so, they came to me with the vehicle, and I tried to discount it more, but I couldn't because he was very kind, he was very polite, and I think he was very honest, and the vehicle condition is very good. The several things is not good, but it doesn't matter to drive, and I gave the money $1,900. So I felt very real, because it was first time to get my vehicle. So I decided to drive safely, and I don't lose mind to damage it. So after that, I ate the dinner. And it was very tough day because I had a lot of things. I worked a lot. but I have to several things to drive because I have to exchange the ownership of the vehicle online, but I don't have a New Zealand driver license. That means I have to exchange my international driver license into the New Zealand driver license, New Zealand driver license in the post office. But tomorrow is a Sunday, so I'm not sure the post office will work tomorrow. So I think on Monday I can exchange my driver license into the New Zealand driver license in the post office. So and I think after that I can practice the driving skill with the Lucy, who is the homeowner this house of this house. After that, or on tomorrow, if I can proceed, I can do procedure for exchange of the ownership. I gotta go visit the Sea Life Aquarium. Yes, aquarium. As I told the previous video, many visitors, many tourists already visit the comment that it's quite a small aquarium, and I can look around the whole of the aquarium just within 1 hour. But I really want to the alive creature of this ocean's creature, like whales, like a dolphin, maybe sharks, of course. So if I get there, I gave up a lot of story, a lot of information about the aquarium and the history, how do I get there, how do I come back from there to here. So that's all. This is my day 19, 13 December 2017. So see you tomorrow. Bye bye.